Here we go again, iPhone 16, and it's pretty awesome. What's up, Lollipop? My name is Joe. iPhone 16 is a month away from being in my hand, unless Apple decides to give me a review unit, although that I don't think is going to happen. Anyway, iPhone 16 is 29 days away. It's going to come out September 20th. You will be able to pre-order it September 13. Apple will show it to us September 10. Currently, it is August 20th. And these are like the last minute rumors, everything you need to know about the iPhone 16. Is it worth upgrading from iPhone 13, 14, or 15? Will it be worth it for you? What is the difference from the iPhone 15 series? Let's get into it. Okay. So, the way the things go is we have a lot of information about the iPhone 16 already. So much information that this year, for the first time, there has been true speculation on the iPhone 17, which is going to be a more interesting phone because we know so much about the iPhone 16. iPhone 16 is going to be a boring upgrade year. For some. But for some, it's going to be one of the most stable upgrades they've ever had. And I'll tell you why. The reason is this is an S year. Apple doesn't do S years anymore, but they do. It's just they don't call it the S. They should be a 15S, you know? Just like the 14 was a 13S, the 16 is going to be a 15S. Because on the outside, you're not going to notice much. So with that in mind, let's check the design. The design of the phone will be exactly the same as it is right now. The dimensions will not change, almost not change. Two models will change a little bit, but just a little bit, just to, screw you over with your cases and all these kind of things. But it won't look different, the phones. I'm lying there again. It will look different, the base models. Okay, the design is changing. Leave me alone. The design is changing. For the iPhone 16 models, design is changing because the camera is going to be in a different orientation. It's not going to be diagonal, it's going to be vertical. For the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, it's going to change the design because we're getting another button. So from that button, you'll be able to tell if it's a new iPhone or the old iPhone. Yes, these are the incremental upgrades that we're getting. And we might be getting a different screen size, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. The important thing to know is that the phone might be getting slightly bigger or slightly smaller. How the hell? Wait for it. It's later in the video. Wait for it. So in terms of design, don't wait for anything special. The base models, so the 16 and 16 Plus are going to be aluminum, and the Pro models are going to be titanium. But with the colors, there is a little bit of a difference. So far, Apple, since 13 and 14 and 15, they've been giving us washed out colors. This year, iPhone 5C colors are coming back. We're getting nice, good colors. We might be even getting back the product red for the iPhone. I would love to see it. We haven't had it since the iPhone 8, I think. iPhone SE 2022 was the last product red iPhone, if I can remember correctly, but correct me down in the comment section if you know better. The colors are going to change for the base models. There's going to be more vibrant colors, and the colors for the Pro models are going to change as well. We're going to have the white, which actually is the same, but we're going to have a black, which is more black, more of a matte black, and we're going to have titanium gray, which is kind of like cement. Think of it like concrete. That's the color we're going to get instead of the natural titanium. And we're also going to get like a bronze gold version iPhone. And the reason is that Apple can't bring back the traditional gold because they cannot paint the titanium the way they want it. So they're experimenting with it, and I guess they found a nice little color for it, so it's going to be bronze this year. The thing is that these are very, very small upgrades, just a little bit change in the color and a little bit change in the size and a little bit change with the cameras and with the buttons, but they all add up to something bigger. They all add up to usability of the phone because all of them are focusing on all of them. The camera switcheroo and the extra button is focusing on the cameras. So I'll talk about those when I get to the cameras, on what's going to be new there. In terms of the phone, when you look at it, you're not going to see much difference. You're going to see the 16 is different because the cameras are oriented differently. So if you see someone with the new vertical cameras, you're going to know that they have a 16, not a 15, 14, or 13. And 12, no, it looked different. The island is going to be gone. It's just going to be the cameras. The other thing with the phone is the display. So the display, and it's super sad to say, in 2024 that we are still getting a 60 hertz display on the base iPhone models. So iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, 60 hertz display. And as long as you guys keep buying it, Apple is going to still sell it to you. As long as you don't buy it, Apple might change it and we might get 90 hertz. We might get something better. But, as long as you don't see what 120 hertz is, you're not going to miss it and you're going to be fine with your 60 hertz. Once you realize how better your life could be with a ProMotion display, well, you're going to be sad. We're getting 60 hertz and, it's a hard pill to swallow, but you have to do it. You and me, we both. Although I go for the Pro, so you have to do it. The Pro models are going to have the 120 hertz ProMotion display. And with the display size, the regular models are staying the same, 6.1 inch and 6.7 inches. But the Pro models are going from 6.1 to 6.3 inches. And the Pro Max models are going from 6.7 inches to 6.9 inches. The devices are not getting significantly bigger. It's the bezels that are getting even smaller. So it could be a nice little upgrade. And, this is just a big FU to the people who upgrade every year and they buy super expensive accessories and now they have to buy new ones because it's not going to be good for their phone. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way it happens. Now, obviously, we would need to change the phone cases because there's an extra button on the Pro models, which is a capture button. And here we get to the cameras. The cameras will be upgraded. As I mentioned, with the 16, we're getting vertical cameras. And with the 16 Pro and Pro Max, we are getting a new ultra-wide camera or lens that will be 48 megapixels. So finally, we can do pictures the way we want because I truly like ultra-wide pictures, for example, a big group picture, but I can never use it because the camera quality is so shitty that I don't want to use it. Now I have the option to use it because it's going to be the same quality as the main camera. In terms of other developments, I don't know what they are going to do. There have been rumors that the Tetra Prism lens is coming from the Pro Max to the Pro models, not the base models. So we're going to have 5 times optical zoom. Other than that, nothing much is going to be changing with the camera system. We had a lot of improvements last year. I guess maybe they will be doing something just to make it a little bit interesting. I mean, the cameras are the only things that are very easy to upgrade from year to year. I wish they would fix or upgrade our selfie cameras. That would be fantastic. Anyway, the cameras. But all of this, everything that works on your phone, works because of your chip. As I said before in one of my videos, iPhones are going from hardware to software. Software is going to be a lot more important. And the hardware that's going to be running that software is the new A18 chip. For the base models, it's iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. It's going to be the A18, and the Pro models is going to be the A18 Pro. These chips will be able to run Apple Intelligence. And now Apple Intelligence is not yet available for anyone. It's going to be available with iOS 18.1 and in a very basic format. But eventually, Apple Intelligence is going to be very smart. It's going to be very good AI on your phone. And because it's running on device, you need a strong chip. That is why if you have an iPhone 15 Pro or Pro Max, you're good. If you have an iPhone 15, 15 Plus, 14 Pro Max, and anything below that, you're not good. You're not going to be able to run Apple Intelligence on your phones, so you probably need to upgrade if you want to use this feature. But hey, relax. Apple Intelligence is not good yet. It's not cool yet. Give it a year. Maybe wait for the iPhone 17, which is going to be a new iPhone 17 Slim. Kind of interesting things. We'll talk about it later. Wait for that device and skip this one because I don't see many compelling reasons with this phone, with Apple Intelligence being so late to the game and it's not out yet. And whatever is out right now is very, very basic and Siri is not smart yet. So in any essence, A18 chip is what's going to be running these phones. All of them will be able to run Apple Intelligence. Also, we're getting some slight upgrades. Base models Wi-Fi 6E. The Pro models are going to be Wi-Fi 7, which is great. Battery, small battery improvements, but hopefully the chip will be more conscious of your battery life. It will be more energy efficient and your battery will last longer. But I think Apple should focus on one thing. Make my iPhone 15 Pro Max or 16 Pro Max cool again. And I'm not saying like cool with the cool kids. I'm saying cool, like cold, because it's so freaking hot, my phone, 24/7, always. I feel like I have a little frying pan in my pocket. Not just because it's like what were we expecting? The cameras are like a stovetop. Of course the phone is going to be hot. And it's what's happening. It's burning my skin almost every day. This is what you should be expecting. So we're getting upgraded chips in there that will be able to run Apple Intelligence, new camera upgrades, a new button, which is a capture button. I realized I didn't even talk about the new button. The new button will be just a camera button, a capture button for the Pro and Pro Max. It's an extra button so you can do a quick video. And because that on the 16 and 16 Plus, they rearranged the camera so it's vertical now, you'll be able to do 3D videos so they can push Vision Pro more on you to watch your memories back in 3D. That's it. This is what's about to happen. So new colors, upgraded chip. I wonder what this chip will be capable of. And I guess software improvements and Apple Intelligence will take the spotlight. That's why I'm saying this is an S year. The USB-C came last year. Log format for the videos and just tremendous amounts of upgrades. This year, it's just a stable upgrade year. Hopefully they fix the cooling. Hopefully, they make one of the cameras better. It's just like catching up. Whatever was missed last year, they put it in this year. And then next year, we're getting something new, something crazy. If you want to find out what's coming next year, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And I have something already being delivered over here for one of my next videos, which is going to be crazy. It's going to be so cool, that video. So stay tuned. I'll be talking a lot more about iPhones because iPhone season is back, baby. Techtember.